Yeah. Okay. So
I ran over those notes. I can't remember them in my mind.
no, I've got it here. So yeah, I guess the first question was what motivated you to talk to Ag Design and do and embark on the project that we have, sort of thing.
Well, I think it all started when we bought our first farm, and I was looking around for what we might be able to do with it. I've always been interested in science and improvement. So I was talking to a client of yours from South Australian Government, SARDI, and they suggested I come and talk to you about different and new ways of grazing, more efficient ways of grazing. So it really started back there with a desire to try and improve the business performance that I was embarking on.
And what has your experience with Ag Design been like?
Well, it's been we've been working now with Ag Design for 10 years. We've now developed virtually the whole of this 2,000 hectares of grazing into a system. We've worked with Ag Design through the initial design, the implementation of that design, and then rolling out the grazing system across dry land and irrigation in both cases, rolling it out and getting the team to use it, the right people to manage it, and then deliver the results.
Yeah, and I guess what's the change been? I mean, a bit before and after. I guess we could probably take the before as being the sort of district average for how things run versus how the farm runs under the systems.
Well, the district average, as you've said, is we purchased land that's commonly called 5 DSE to the acre, and when you multiply that up, 12 DSE to the hectare is what it's normally called, and on that basis, people will run 4 ewes, perhaps some cases 5 ewes to the hectare. And in running them, they'll buy supplementary feed for autumn. So that would be the district average. We immediately on the first step of the development, we doubled our production rate. We started running immediately 10 ewes to the hectare on our trial areas. We lifted that to 12 on our and we're now in many areas showing we can run 15 ewes to the hectare. With our ewe type, you'll find that in Australian terminology that comes out at 33 DSE. So yeah, and I think you've always got to say that not only are we grazing between 2.5 and 3 times the regional or the local, you should better say, the local average, we're doing it with very small purchase of supplementary feed. We cut a lot of silage every year, and that's our summer feed. And we occasionally buy a bit of grain just to supplement the ME. We bring up the energy content of the feed occasionally if we need to for anything in particular. So we buy small amounts of feed, but I would expect that our supplementary feed is less than 5% purchase.
Right, which is it's much less than what it was.
Oh no! You would find that traditionally here the summer autumn feed is either on farm, is either farmed or purchased grain is the traditional feed used here, or hay.
Any unexpected benefits that have come about that we didn't maybe consider early on?
Well, things perhaps not unexpected, but the side benefits that I think you were told about. But fertiliser, we've trebled our output, and we're putting on. We don't know quite where our fertiliser applications are going to finish, but the suspicion is that they will finish back at regional average for 3 years. So the old, we can 2.5 times to 3 times the production, and we don't increase our fertiliser.
Yep.
That's been a really big improvement. Pasture life, we've got pastures now that are 10 years old, and we're now learning to we're trying to work. We do have to do some clean up in them, but we're certainly getting extended pasture life.
And how about what have been the major challenges? Haven't all been smooth sailing.
I guess we're a mini corporate farm. Everyone who works on the farm is employed, so is a team, employed team member. So I think management of the system and getting team buy-in to using it has been a challenge. It is different to what everyone has thought must be done, and I think getting buy-in from the team to doing things differently, and getting the right management with the right absolute understanding of what the system is, that's taken us a while to get to. Taking advantages when they come up, you've got to be very careful not just to put in a strict new way of doing things, because there are additional advantages to be taken. So we've always got our eye out for when we can see additional improvements around. But no, it's been a major step change in what we're doing, and I think you asked me about an unexpected advantage. Yes, an unexpected advantage is lower fire risk, which is one I had never thought of until the fire season really gets underway. And it's about not having standing dry matter in your paddocks. We, in round terms, in late spring, early summer, we will anything that's not eaten at that stage will be cut for silage. And this year we cut around just under 10,000 wet tonnes. And so as a consequence, you go through Christmas. As you go through Christmas, you have no standing dry matter in the paddocks. So your fire risk is lower. You can actually start to, shouldn't ever say it, but you can start to think you've got some control on fire. I mean, if you looked at our paddocks now, you couldn't light a fire in them if you put a blowtorch on them. They're just, well, you could of course, but there's no massive standing dry matter there to burn. And I think that was an advantage we hadn't thought of. By not wasting that grass, it's not a hazard.
Excellent, thank you.
That's it. Okay,
that'll do us. Yeah.
What is that one by? That just a